What's up guys, welcome back to the channel for another ball review. Today we're going to look at a new release by 900 Global, the Harsh Reality Pearl. Ball is using the same core with AI technology that was featured in the Harsh Reality. Now the numbers on that core are right here. Okay. Now the only difference in those two balls is the cover. The Harsh Reality features the 902 solid reactive cover stock. This one's feature is a 902 pearlized cover stock. The colors are really close. The only thing I like more about this pearl version than the solid version is the swirls on this ball. They're kicking. Really like the pour that I got on the ball that they sent me. All right, so how did I drill this ball? Well, we went with the standard drilling that I've been using lately for most of my asymmetrical balls. I went 4 3/4 by 4 3/4 by 2 VLS layout. And the cover, I really haven't changed the cover. I've thrown it for a couple days. I took some of the reactive gloss off it, not much, just this is going to be a strong asymmetrical piece with a stronger cover, maybe a little bit smoother pearl than we've had in the past, where like the Vibo is going to be a lot quicker. You're going to see I'm going to feature another ball in this video, the DNA Coil. That ball is a little bit smoother, so it's kind of in the middle. So we're going to see a strong asymmetrical with a stronger pearl cover. Then I'm going to feature 2 other balls. Pretty much one's going to be cover-wise, maybe a step down, and then we're going to throw the Vibo, which has a REX cover on it, which is one of the cleanest covers that we have on a pearlized version in the line. All right, before we get into this thing, do that thing, hit that like, subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. Like I said, during this video, we are going to compare this Harsh Reality Pearl to a DNA Coil and a Virtual Energy Blackout. Enough of me talking. Let's get me on the lanes and see what's going on. I want to take time out to thank Pin Chasers Veterans today for allowing me to come out here and make my videos and do all my coaching. I really appreciate them. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. All right, we're going to start a little different this time. I know I normally start in the track area, but we're going to start a little farther right than that today, just to see how this house shot is. I am here in the morning, it is a lot fresher, so we're going to go pretty much far to the right to see how my reaction is. Not a very good shot, standing around. As you see, playing that far right, the lanes are very dry out there. The ball really didn't have any change of direction down lane. So we're going to throw a little bit better shot than that and see how much I'm going to have to move. Really liking this layout that I've been using with 4 3/4, and I have a few others in the line that I have 5-inch pins, but this 4 3/4 seems to be a medium for me, where it'll pick up more in the mid lane than going through the mid lane a little bit too long. All right, one more time and throw a better shot. There we go. All right, so better shot. You still not getting down the lane as far as I'd like because I'm playing too much in the dry. So the ball is picking up a little bit early. It is a little bit smoother down lane off the dry. So I'm going to move left and make an adjustment to try to get into some more oil. All right, so after a couple shots, now I'm going to move back to where I normally do my videos, more in the track area. See if I can get a little more oil, get this thing to change shape. My bad, still a little bit too far to the right. And you see I'm with this ball, big asymmetrical ball, core is stronger, the cover is a little stronger, so it does, because I have some of the polish on it, it might be a little confused right now, so I might have to take a little bit more polish off it. All right, throw a little straighter this time, now a little bit out to the right in the dry, see how it works. All right, it's a little bit better. Went a little slower, didn't push it, didn't throw it too firm through the front of the lanes. That way, it picked up a little bit better. But the quality shots today are not very good. So we're gonna keep going through this until I get comfortable. As you see, it is a lot cleaner. So with the polish still on it, so I might have to take some more polish off, just to get the right shape with it. Oh, there we go. All right, a lot better, but still a little too clean. Kind of getting past the mid lane, getting a little confused on when it hits the dry whether it's going to change direction or not. So we're going to throw one more shot. There we go, a lot better. But still, for me, from my eyes, from what I'm seeing, because of the polish, it is a little bit cleaner even though I'm to the right, and it's going a little longer than I want. So before I move in a zone left and try that ball, or maybe change the surface while I'm making the video, we're going to throw the DNA coil and the VIBO there to see the difference in those two. Now, this DNA coil is drilled a little bit stronger. It was drilled before I noticed that my axis point has changed, so it's more like 3 3/4, almost a 4-inch pin. So it should be a little bit earlier, but as you can see, that I took the reactive gloss off. It is a lot smoother for a pearl. Still, because of the stronger core, it's going to want to be, a little earlier, a little quicker down lane. But overall, I'm liking the way this is a smoother pearl for me. Okay, maybe not. Well, today it's looking a little quicker down lane. But as you can see, that was real confident throw with that ball compared to where I'm still getting used to this harsh reality pearl, so my shots aren't as crisp as I like. We're going to, now since that was really good, I'm going to switch over the VIBO real quick and see how different that ball is. Now this virtual energy black, this is my 31 that I've drilled. This is basically the same drilling that I have on the harsh reality pearl, so we're going to see the big difference in the cover stocks on these two. Okay, same spot, so I haven't moved yet. Let's see how this one goes. And it was, okay. So you see, the DNA coil wanted to be a little earlier and kind of quick, but that ball went a lot longer and was a lot sharper than the other two. So now we're gonna switch back over to the harsh reality pearl. I'm gonna start moving left and see if I can find the limits, and maybe see if I'm gonna scratch the ball up a little bit to help blend out the wet dry today. The layout that I've been using, this 4 3/4 inch one, where the mass is by the thumb, it's really helping me with the balls transitioning on the dry in the mid lane. I shouldn't say that. It helps the ball transition from wet to dry a lot better, where I can see it in my eyes. Sometimes the balls go a little too long, like that VIBO just did, or they roll just right, like the DNA coil. That's a bad one. All right, so I moved in more oil, and you can see longer and sharper. So it is stronger, even though I haven't taken any of the polish off. So we're gonna throw a couple more shots. I'm still getting used to this ball. Okay, all right, another shot here. Oh, that's a bad one. All right, you can see I'm not very comfortable with this ball. I'm trying to really make it work, trying to get it to shape the right way. So now that I move left, now we're going to throw the other two balls and see if I see a difference in the way those balls roll now that I move them into more oil. And we're going to go with DNA coil first. So same spot, move a little bit more left. This one, because of that reactive gloss off, it picked up in the mid lane the way I like it, the way I would like it to, where the harsh reality pearl isn't doing it yet. Actually, with the polish off of that ball's looking a lot stronger than the harsh reality pearl for me. It should though, because it is drilled a little bit stronger, so it should pick up a little bit earlier. I'm gonna throw a DNA coil one more time, then we'll throw the VIBO. This core is a lot stronger that's in the DNA coil than the harsh reality pearl. Yeah. Earlier, getting a little confused down lane, not getting in the dry the right way. All right, let me throw the VIBO a couple times and see what that does. Now this VIBO, I haven't taken much polish off it. It's still a little bit crisper with the polish because I use it on longer patterns when I get in deeper and they have thinner amounts of oil on the longer patterns. Oh, almost. And it is. That one, compared to both of those two, that is the longest one. It's going a lot longer. And I could take a little bit of polish off to make it earlier, but then it almost will be on top of those other two balls. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to scratch up this harsh reality pearl a little bit and see if I can get a better reaction with it so I can be more comfortable. All right, so we're back. All right, scratched it up a little bit just to take some more of the polish off it, just to see if it cuts through the oil a little bit better and it reads the dry. Actually, I should say. So that way it won't get down the lane so far down the lane and get confused when it comes off the end of the pattern. So we're gonna stay in the same spot that I was. Not gonna move more left, because with scratching it's gonna make it even earlier. All right, let's see. And there we go. Still not a good shot, but by scratching it even more, now I took more polish off. Now it wants to read a little bit earlier, and now I can get more comfortable and throw it the way I want. Off of that one with scratching up, it did hook early, so now I'm going to move more left. A lot better, a lot better. You saw when I was to the right with the a little more polish on it, it was a little confused. It would be in the dry, hook early, and then go slow. Then I moved into more oil, it would skid too far, get confused off the end of the pattern, and not know whether it wanted to hook or not hook. Now that I've scratched it a little bit more, now it's not going as far down the lane. It's reading the lane a little bit earlier where my eyes can see it, and now I can be more relaxed and roll it better because I know that the reaction is going to be more predictable off it, where before it wasn't. Before I would get under-over reaction. I'm still going to keep moving more left because this ball is a stronger asymmetrical ball. So, okay, here we go. Nice, perfect. Move more left, moving in more oil, nice and smooth. It rolled it right off my hand. And it read went to oil to dry, nice and smooth, nice and round. A little rounder probably than you would want a pearl, but when I have the other two, where one's gonna be in the middle and be a little quicker, and then one's gonna be a little bit longer and quicker, it's good to have these steps where, depending on what you bowl on. Okay, now that I already moved that far left, let's throw the other two balls and wrap this thing up. Now this ball should go a little longer now than the Harsh Reality Pearl, even though it's drilled a little stronger, but we'll see. Oh, that was a pretty good shot. But you can see it is, this one, now that I moved in more oil, the way the layout is, the way the core cover is, it is a little longer, a little sharper, where the Harsh Reality Pearl was a little more rounder for me. All right, so now I'm gonna throw the Vibo in there and see what that does. All right, so same spot as the last two. Now I have some pins. This one should go longer and sharper, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, of course I don't get no messengers. I did come around that one a lot though. Let's try one more time. That's not bad. You see, longer and sharper. If I had a little more friction down lane or on the lane because I'm in the oil, that ball would probably be not as sharp and it probably won't go as long. A couple more times with Harsh Reality Pearl and we'll wrap this thing up. It's still going to stay to the left though. We're not going to move back right because you can see when actually we'll move a little bit right. All right, go a little straighter first. Last two shots, a little straighter, and then we'll go left and throw it right. Nice. So when you get these balls, the reactive gloss comes on them, but take your time, figure out what works for you, having the polish on it, or just like I have done, taking the polish off it where it reads them in the mid lane a little bit more because of my rev rate category, and I'm able to stay more to the right. Well, I'm able to make the better quality shots with it because I can trust that when it hits the dry, it's going to come off the dry the right way. All right, let's move a little left. Let's come around it a little bit. See what that does. Ooh, that spun that one a lot. Ugh, that was really spun around it. Still roll good though. All right, here we go, and we're all done. There we go. Nothing like a 10-pin. All right, guys, that's my ball review on a new release by 900 Global, the Harsh Reality Pearl. Make sure you do that thing, hit that like, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you know my content hits the internet. We'll stumble through there. We got a couple more balls coming out. Just got an email today, so more ball reviews on the way. All right, thank you very much. Peace out.